Heroes of Mavia has been the talk of town in Web3 gaming. It actually reached the top 1 ranking in strategy games in 14 countries. Considering that this is one of the best games in Web3 and soon you'll be able to make money playing it, this is the time to be early, and that's why I made a complete beginner's guide to get you started in the right way. Goatfather here, and today we're going to talk about Heroes of Mavia and some of the things that I wish I knew before starting to play. So pretty much the game is divided into 2 different categories: raiding other players or offense, and protecting your resources while you're offline or defense. Alright, so let's start with the defense. Okay, so pretty much you have structures like the oil rig and gold collector who produce oil and gold, your main resources in the game. Then this oil and gold are going to go to the gold storage and the oil storage respectively, alright? So other players are going to try to destroy these structures to steal your resources, okay? So you're going to want to protect mainly 3 types of buildings. You want to protect first the gold storages and the oil storages along with the gold collectors and oil rigs, okay, because these are the buildings that other players are going to try to destroy to steal their resources. And third, you want to protect the headquarters, okay, which is your main building. Now, why do you want to protect the headquarters? Because if other players destroy your headquarters, they're going to get at least 1 star in their attack, okay? You can get up to 3 stars. And if they get 1 star, that means that you're going to lose trophies, okay, while you're offline. So you want to avoid that, because the more trophies you have, the higher the level of the targets that you're going to find in the matchmaking, and the higher the level of the targets, the more resources they're going to have for you to steal. Now, pretty much you want to save these 3 types of structures mainly, okay, and for that build walls around it, check some base layout guides, okay, use your turrets wisely in strategic positions to do so, because while you're offline, that's when other players are going to strike you. Now let's talk about the offense, okay, the second category of the game. Before starting to raid other players, you want to do the missions, okay? So these are like battles that you can do against the computer that will give you a lot of resources. Like some of these missions are going to give you like 15,000 gold and 15,000 oil, which is a lot in the early game, okay? So you want to take advantage of this and do these missions before starting to attack other players. It will reach one point where you don't have any more missions to do, or the missions that you have to do are too hard for your level, okay? And that's when you should start attacking other players. And you want to raid other players for 3 main reasons: to get ruby, to get oil, and to get gold. Okay, now what's ruby? Ruby are these gems right here, okay, and pretty much they are useless right now. Now at some point ruby is going to be used to craft items, and those items can be traded once the marketplace opens for Mavia. Okay, so pretty much in a nutshell, ruby is a soft currency that will allow you to earn money while playing Heroes of Mavia. Okay, so you want to farm it right now. Now you can earn up to 100 ruby every day by raiding other players. Okay, so make sure that you always farm those 100 daily rubies. Now when it comes to gold and oil, you really want to target enemies that have a lot of these resources, obviously, and that are not too hard, because there's no point in attacking enemies when you can't even scratch their base, because pretty much units cost oil, alright? Like this guy over here, I got 50,000 gold, 49,000 oil, I got 24 trophies, and I farmed 20 ruby in one go, okay, which is a lot for my level, alright? So that means that if you actually didn't steal any resources and you wasted your whole army attacking another player, you're going to have a negative resource output by doing so, alright? So you really want to like aim at targets that are going to give you a nice juicy reward. Now I have like a big army and I'm already a bit advanced. I'm HQ 4, I'm going to HQ 5. So that means that I have structures and unit types that you're not gonna have in the beginning. But since you are starting right now, when you're attacking other players, the main structure where you want to focus your firepower is the mortar. The mortar is going to be your worst enemy in the early stages, because this defensive structure can like deal area of effect damage on your units, and it's gonna deal a lot of damage. All right, so you want to take this down first as fast as possible. Okay, so you also want to spread your units instead of like grouping them together, because once again this deals area of effect damage. And once you get the vehicle factory, you want to use the boom cart. Okay, and this boom cart can destroy walls, which will allow you to get to the mortar as fast as possible. Now, in the beginning, you're going to have mainly strikers and marines. All right, so pretty much the striker has more HP, and it also deals more damage per second. But the marine has one advantage: it can shoot over walls and it has range. Okay, so you want to use both of them. I would say mainly strikers, but you also want to like get some marines, because sometimes you can like destroy buildings just with the range of marines without being hit by the defensive strikers of your opponents. Now you want to reach HQ level 3 as fast as possible, because that will allow you to recruit one unit which is going to be overpowered for a certain trophy range. Okay, and that unit is the Skyfire, which is going to be your first aerial unit. Okay, so pretty much like you're going to have to deal with turrets and mortars, and both of these defensive structures have one thing in common: they just hit ground targets. But the Skyfire is an aerial target, okay, which means that it won't be hit by either turrets or mortars. Okay, so you're gonna be able to like destroy whole bases just with these guys without losing a single unit. Okay, now once you reach a certain level, you're going to have the laboratory. Okay, and this is really important because it is going to allow you to upgrade your units and make them stronger. Okay, so this is really important. You want to upgrade your army whenever possible, and you also want to upgrade the rally points. Build them and upgrade them, because the rally points are going to allow you to increase your total unit capacity. Okay, which means that you're going to be able to have a stronger army, which means that you're going to be able to raid stronger players, which means that those players are going to have more resources for you to steal, and that will allow you to progress faster in the game. Now, last but not least, you want to spend your resources leftovers before going to bed, because when you go to bed, when you go offline, that's when other players are going to rob you. Okay, so you always want to, like, if you have some leftovers, spend them either like do some unit research or upgrade some buildings while you're sleeping, or build some walls. Okay, walls don't have any build time. Whenever you build them or upgrade them, it's instantaneous. So always spend the resource leftovers on this stuff. Okay, don't go to bed with a lot of resources, because they're gonna get stolen. So that's Heroes of Mavia for you guys in a nutshell. I love these strategy games. I've been waiting for a game like this for a long time. I'm the Heroes of Mavia OG, and this was one of the most anticipated moments for me in Web3 gaming. Also, don't forget to follow me on my Twitter account and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more Heroes of Mavia tips and tricks, and for more Web3 gaming content. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the metaverse.